What is going on, Devil Squad? Welcome back to another video. My name's MBXCCC, and in this video we are doing another quest tutorial. In the last video, I'm recording this immediately after I recorded the last video. We're going to be finishing off this worm that we started building. One thing I did forget to do before starting this video though was, I told you guys to replace all the grass blocks inside here with pink wool. I didn't do that because I decided to start recording immediately after I finished the last one. But to get started with this, we're gonna go through the worm. We're gonna place in some magenta wool throughout it. So we're gonna be facing the little face here at the front. We're gonna come to the left-hand side here, and we're gonna go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th block on the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7th block breakout. Replace it with magenta wool all throughout the head, and the body and the floor. Just like this. We're also going to have to go inside here. Break out the floor. So we have like a little ring of magenta, just going throughout the worm every now and then. We're going to continue on this direction, and we're going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth block of ones that we have here. So we're going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to replace those two with magenta. Again, all the blocks, hold on, my bad, it's not that block. It's this block. And we're also going to break out these two here, these 6 blocks of ones. Up into the top of the body up here, we're going to break out this block and this block to the left and right. Replace with magenta. We're then going to sort of do a little pattern up here in the very top of the body. So we've got a block of magenta, one to the right, one to the left, and then 2 sort of diagonal like this. Did I do that wrong? Hold on. Yeah, and then we need to put one here and one here. So let me just sort of, it's a bit bright in this texture pack and a bit hard to tell, or a bit hard to see, I should have said. I'm going to sort of fly over what I just did. Hopefully you guys can get a rough idea of what I mean. We're then going to do what we did on the other side. Break out these 3 blocks. Do a little L shape. And then the 5th and 6th like this. We'll go inside and do that in a minute. Let's just get the outside done first. Okay, moving back around to this side just to make things a bit easier to see. We're going to go into this next long row here, or this next straight row, as I like to call it. We're going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th block from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break out the 5th 2, or the 2, these 2 blocks at the 5th row, or whatever. We're going to go do a little ring all the way around, like so. Okay, again, we'll go inside and finish that off in a minute. We are now moving around to the back of the worm, so just over here. And from the left-hand side, we're just going to go into the 3rd block here, replace it all with magenta wool. Just like that. Again, I'm going to kind of come around here again, and we're moving into this straight row on the left-hand side, or if you're facing the face, it's the right-hand side. Okay, so let's just if I can, fly over here quickly. Okay, so from the right hand side over here, we're going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th block again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break these pink walls out for magenta. We'll do again the inside in a minute. We'll just go back through. Okay. Like so. We've actually got 2 of these on this side. We're going to go all the way down here to the left hand side and put the magenta at the 2nd block in. Just as we have it here. I could have done this in the last video, but I decided just to do it in this video to save on time. And then if we turn around and come over to this last side over here, we've got magenta on the 2nd block in from the right hand side. And again, it's a ring all the way around the worm. Just like that. Okay, so that is all the magenta wall done. There are some torches on the outside of this worm, which I will try and quickly add in. So if we go to the face, we've got a torch. Let's see. I have a torch over here, but I don't seem to have one over here on the right hand side. For now, I'm going to say put one in on the right hand side. I can't see why that. I know there was a creeper explosion at one point around this mouth, so maybe that's why it's missing. I haven't checked it in a little while, but for now, I'm just going to say put that torch in on the right hand side as well. If we also go behind the head over here and put a torch in the middle on the 2nd row. And let me just fly over all this, just to see if there's any more torches anywhere. Give me a second. We look good. I don't see any more torches on the outside of the worm. If there is, I haven't got them, so... yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're now going to go inside the worm. We're going to finish up the magenta on the inside here. Weirdly enough, actually, normally there is magenta in the floor. Over here, where we've got this little pattern, this little weird pattern, I don't know what to call this pattern. There is no magenta in the floor, but we are going to break out these 3 blocks are like this and do a little L shape. And the same on the other side over here. We'll do torches in a few minutes. Actually, we'll do torches now, because you guys are probably seeing it's a bit dark in here. I have night vision on, so I don't have to worry about torches as much. Go back around to the mouth. We have a torch here on the right hand side. We then have a torch here on the left hand side, to the left of the magenta wall. Okay, if I duck beneath this, going around a bit, we have a torch. Ooh, hold on. What did I do wrong? Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, now I'm confused. Now I am a bit confused. Okay, I'm sorry. What is it? Let me just hop outside quickly. There was something I did wrong. I couldn't have done it wrong because I checked it or I went over it all. Let me see. So after this magenta wall over here, we've got 3 pink. Yes. And then it goes to a 1. And then this is apparently filled in there. Okay, that's fine. There's just some extra stuff on the inside to do. Again, this worm kind of changed from how it was originally built. So if I head back inside here... Oh, that's fine then. Okay. Here I thought I'd done something seriously wrong then. But no. We should have, after this magenta on the inside, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right hand side of it. We're then going to place a torch here. We are then going to place a torch here. I know I'm not really doing these in the best order right now, but I'm just showing them as they come up on my screen. So there's a torch here on these this block of the 2x2 square. Moving over a bit, we've got a torch here. We've also got a torch right here. Turning around, we've got a torch here on this magenta. We've then got a torch over here on the 4th one on the top row. Okay. We then have a torch over here on that magenta. And let me duck beneath these tripwires. We then have a torch over here on the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one on the bottom row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. We're then going over here, and we've got a torch on the 1, 2, 3, the 3rd one on the bottom row, like this. Coming around to here. We've then got a torch here, a torch here. Turning around, we've got a torch here. That's stuck beneath these tripwire hooks again. And then coming all the way over, we've got a torch, let's see, here. And here, and I believe, yeah, that is all the torches for the inside of the worm. Right, nice, okay. So, duck beneath all these. Now we can go back and do what we were doing before. I didn't want it to be too dark in here for you guys, because I know a lot of you probably aren't using night vision like I am. So, where were we? So we have these little L shapes in the body on the inside here. I'm going to go back round to here, put magenta into the floor for the rest of these. Like so. And now what you can do is anywhere, if you haven't done it already, anywhere there's grass, just replace it with pink wool. So I'm going to do a little cutscene and then I'll come back. Alright, I am back, and you may have noticed it's changed a bit inside this worm. While I was gone, I noticed I had actually made a bit of a mistake. I had nothing too serious, it doesn't affect the outside of the worm or anything. But I had corners on the inside, sort of like this. On this hand side, same back here, I had like corners connecting all these up. You don't want that. There should be no corners inside this thing. I noticed that made, I was working over here and I noticed it was a bit too small than what it was meant to be. It was way too small than it was meant to be. And when I was reviewing everything, I noticed I had corners on the inside of the worm. So I had to get rid of them. It doesn't affect the outside. The outside is completely intact. Remains the same how it was in the last video. It was just the inside that was affected. It's nothing too serious, just if you guys do have corners and it does seem a bit too small and narrow than it does in the video, just simply get rid of any corners that are sort of like this on the inside. We don't want that. I'm just going to make sure that was the only, yeah. So, I think it's because over here, when you first come into the worm, you go through and you have corners. These corners are actually meant to be here. I'm going to quickly just go around and double check that though, but I'm pretty sure they are meant to be there. Yeah, right. These corners, when you first enter the worm, where am I? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So when you first enter the worm, you've got corners on the inside of the worm. They are actually meant to be there. It's, once you get past this first section, you got some corners over here. They are also meant to be there. Hold on. It's when you get to this back wall. So you got magenta, a 2x2 square to the right. For some reason, just so they could get the shape of the worm to be accurate, Stampy wanted it in a very specific way, which Squid ended up messing up, and it got a bit confusing. But there, after you get past this back wall, there are no corners inside the worm. When you first enter, you go round, there's corners. But then once you reach the back and start going round to the swimming pool, the corners just completely stop and they're just simply diagonals. So yeah, if you have corners, get rid of them. You do not want them connecting up. That was a mistake I made, and it made the inside of the worm a bit too small. So I had to fix that. But every bit of grass has now been changed out to a pink wool. We've done all the torches, we've done all the magenta wool. So there's only a few things left. We need some, let's see, the dispensers. I'm going to kind of find my way back to the mouth. We are going to need a couple more pink wool blocks by the looks of it. I might have to mute myself in a minute. Alright then guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So as I was saying, we need some more pink wool. We need some dispensers. We need some tripwire hooks. We need some string. And we need some water. I'm not gonna... I did add stuff into the dispensers in my main world. I went through their videos and copied what they put in the dispensers. I have activated the tripwire hook so many times when recording this video though, that all the stuff inside the dispensers has kind of got a bit muddled up, so I'm not going to bother showing you what's in the dispensers, just because I don't even remember the order it went in anymore. But as I was saying before, we're going to head back around to the mouth. We need to put 2 pink wool blocks here like this. Don't ask me why, that's how it is. And then we're going to have dispensers here with a dispenser here. There is not one to the... Originally I had 2 dispensers all the way around like this, but that's not how it is. I went through one of the videos and made sure of that. I need a tripwire hook opposite it though. Add in... Ooh, okay, string's going to be a bit... can you... There we go. We need string connecting these up. Okay, we're going to continue around. But you know, originally I had like 2 dispensers on both sides, like that. Or a dispenser on both sides. That is not how they have it. They only have one dispenser. Because moving around, we're then going to have a dispenser here. String connecting it up. Oh, and there I go, setting the tripwire hooks off again in my main world. Hence why I am not showing you guys how what the inside of the dispensers all look like. There's a dispenser here on this back wall, just to the left of the magenta wall. A tripwire hook opposite it. Going around again. Okay, this one has 2 dispensers. We're going to go around here. And we're going to sort of have a dispenser in the middle of these two magentas. So, this first magenta here, we're going to have 3 blocks of pink wool to the right of it. Place a dispenser with 4 blocks of pink wool to the right of that. Turn and place a dispenser opposite. I'm just going to make sure there's definitely meant to be like that by making sure there's stuff in both of them. Lag's causing it to... Yeah, okay, so yeah, there are meant to be two dispensers. That is good. I wanted to make sure I wasn't messing anything up by having 2. We're going to again continue all along here, where we are going to have a dispenser in this corner and a dispenser opposite it with tripwire hooks and string. Oops. Connecting them up. Did I do string? No, I didn't, because I didn't add... Oh, yes I did. Yeah, okay. And they are all the dispensers. So really all that's left now is some water. And I'm kind of dreading this a little bit, just because you guys can probably remember the amount of trouble I had getting the water placed into the swimming pool correctly. So I'm just going to try. What we want it to do is just before this magenta block here on the left hand side, or just this ring of magenta in general, we want the water to start sort of flowing out at this pink wool block. And actually that looks like it's gone perfectly. Oh. He says that, and then that happens. Okay, let's get rid of that, sorry. Oh, I hate string. Trying to place string is not always the easiest. There we go. I was going to place water pretty much all the way around here. The entire, just on top of the floor. There's not going to be any waves in it. It's all going to just be straightened out and... Is that the right word? Straightened out? I don't know, to be honest. But you guys get what I mean. We don't want any waves in it. Oh... Ever since the Aquatic Update release, it's been really annoying how they've made it so you can place water through blocks like string and half slabs and stairs. It's really super annoying for building stuff like this. I don't know why that was ever a feature implemented. Being able to place water inside half slabs. Anything that's not a full block. I remember I was on Xbox 360 at the time when they added it, and it annoyed the hell out of me because I was trying to build a minigame in my Stampy's Lovely World recreation. But whenever I tried it, water just kept going everywhere because of the fact it was being placed inside the half slabs and everything. And it just got so annoying to have to deal with. I don't know why Mojang thought that would be a good idea, to have that as a feature. But, oh well. We are finished with the water now though, as you can see, over here. This is how we want it. We want it just flowing out at this pink wall here. The rest of it just needs to be straight. And then that flows out into the swimming pool, and it's done. So if you want to, you can go take a boat. Let's find boats. Sail through the entire worm here. Then out into the swimming pool. I do have to say I'm kind of dreading when we get around to building the Rapids Rapid ride, which is just opposite the worm. I am not looking forward to that. the volcano, the rapids themselves. I'm not gonna deny it, I haven't even 100% finished it myself. There's some lava on the volcanoes I haven't been able to fully get accurate just yet. Some of the rapids themselves have been a bit difficult to get, so we might just have to leave the volcano unfinished. The volcano and everything itself will be built, like the main structure will be built, but some of the water and some of the lava may just have to remain a little changed compared to what Stampies and Squids are, just because I really don't know how to get them accurate. The lava isn't too bad, I am working on the lava. That's a fairly easy thing to do, you just get screenshots of it all. It's the rapids themselves. That's the hardest part. So there's one point where you come down the volcano in the water and you kind of have to step down the volcano ever so slightly so that the water trickles down correctly. Just because of the, I want to say, what's it called? I can't think of the word now. The biome Stampy and Squid is in, and the texture pack. Water is a bit dark and it's really hard to see underneath of it. You don't really get any good views of it in Stampy's videos, so... The volcano, the main structure is 100% done, but there's going to be stuff like some of the rapids may be a little bit different compared to Stampy's and Squid's. I do apologise for that, I'm trying my best to get them accurate, but it is so difficult, and I am really dreading building it and having to explain it. But here we go, we got the swimming pool, the beach, the worm, the dribbly squid. We really do just need the rapid ride. A little bit of terrain around the back of the squid here. And the another tentacle on the back of the squid. And the little fish stand, whatever you want to call that. I don't know the proper name of it. Anyways, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.